Good evening, buonasera, and welcome to the screening of LUMBRENSUEño. So this is the first movie of the Biennale College Cinema 11th edition. And JP is Camilla. They also are the two actors we have with us. They will say something more.
Okay, I just want to thank everyone who's here, and also the Biennale College Cinema people and team, Sabina, Jane, Valentina, Alec, Marietta, Judy, Mike, Mainov, everyone who's here, all of our other team members who are here and who aren't. Diego Solis and Teresita Sanchez are our main actors, and I want to thank them for being here, and also all the crew and people who's here. Especially I want to thank our Colectivo Colmena, for being support always.
I hope you enjoy it.
Ha presentato gli attori, ha voluto ringraziare.
Well enough to
I'm
do
fine.
this. You can do this.
I'm fine.
Okay. So the producer of the film, often a person that's forgotten in the whole process, but as we know, you were absolutely crucial and you were very much engaged through the whole development process. So my question would be, I'd like to hear more about how the two of you came together to work on this project and a little bit about how it was developed.
In English, right? Yeah. Well, I've known Jose Pablo for 12 years now. We went to college together. Everyone in the Colectivo went to college together. And I don't know, Pablo, this is the second film, long film, feature film we do together. And Pablo had the idea, like the initial idea for a while, like he wanted to do something about a kid that becomes a photographer. And I don't know, sort of the idea was like just around. And I don't know, I think we had some time and I was like, hey, we should apply to this thing, Biennale College. We had tried before with another project. But we thought that this one was like, not like on the perfect stage, you know, for like Biennale College, which doesn't require for script, just like treatment and the production documents are, I mean, not as tough as, you know, you can like keep working on them. So I don't know, we applied and it actually was a pretty big surprise. And the development was the toughest part, the first workshop. It's when Jose Pablo had to write the script, and for the both of us was a pretty tough process. I mean, for me in the production it was more like I was just coming here and having like the feedback from the tutors, and I had to go back to Mexico to do my thing, you know, like I had to go and sit down with my crew and with the cast and with people. But while we were developing in San Cerolo, in the island, I think I became very invested in the writing with Pablo because we were alone, we didn't know anyone. Like, we became friends with the other guys later. But we were like alone in that island, secluded for 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, I know you, you know me, we're best friends, like, let's just do this together. And it was the first time in my life that I was also like very involved in this the screenwriting project. I mean, in La Colmena we have a workshop and we try to like read everything among us, but sometimes it's just like feedback and then the writer or director goes and does the task. You want to stop? I talk a lot, I'm sorry. Aware of how we wanted to design the production since the beginning. So that was super valuable, like from the start, like, I don't mean like he had to take off things from the script, but it was like, oh, this may be a little, not expensive, but how can we make it in time? Or like, it was like the first time that we really, yeah, the script wasn't written, so we wrote it along the production. So that was amazing.
I think in the collective we are all really into experimental photography. Panchito, who's over there, he's our pinhole photographer in the collective. And I always see him developing his films and everything. So I'm really inspired by what's around me, no? And the visual style, we always knew it was like a mix between this real world and pinhole photography. So we did our lenses, our pinhole lenses, in the cap of the camera. We did many invents and many inventions, and yeah, to design this duality of the world. And yeah, and the real part, it's everything is with long lenses, like in the tripod. It was super hard to encuadrar, how you say, to frame this big guy over there, the actor who's over there. But yeah, it's like a process of exploring the creatively. We worked with Miguel, who's over there, the cinematographer, and he's super fucking talented. And I don't know, it was super easy too, because we've known each other for so long that it was like Dandy said, we gather everyone to read the script and to gather, you know, like what everyone is thinking about the project, and it just comes natural. We're talking and everyone was like, maybe this could be like this or like that. So yeah, it's something like that. That's something that the cinematographer can. But what's funny about it is that we didn't have like lenses nor a lot of money to rent lenses, you know. So we started like digging around who had lenses, and it resulted that my cousin had inherited like some lenses, old lenses, like old Olympus lenses from my great grandfather. So I was like, you remember you have those lenses that you said that you were going to lend me sometime to make a movie? This is the time. And then we started digging around, and it resulted that we had the whole kit with Gabi, who's over there, and with friends. So we gathered the whole Olympus kit, because it was like separated lenses. And I think that's really like powerful in the movie, because it's like something symbolic, obviously, but we kind of filmed with our ancestors' lenses, so it's like borrowing their eyes, something like that. As the aspect ratio, it was to enclose the characters. It's what's the aspect ratio? 143 to 1. So it's kind of, yeah. And the diffusion, it's like this kit is like that, and I think maybe I'm not saying this perfectly, but because they are long lenses, the bokeh it's really hardcore.
Congratulations for the fantastic movie, great. And I have a question. Actually, it's a movie like a real movie, but also experimental movie, in my opinion, like half-half. And I was wondering why in the middle of the movie, different times, you put these kind of sentences. Are you looking for any meaning in particular?
Yeah, the poetic parts are kind of the legacy that Oscar leaves to Lucas, and it's again this duality of worlds, you know, like in one, this guy has to make burgers, like every burger is the same, and you know, it just like the wheel keeps turning and going on. And the other thing is like what's going on inside their minds. Some like this guy Lucas is thinking about photography, the other guy is thinking about poetry, and they mix this world in this experimental vignettes, which are like, yeah, like a circular biography of Oscar in a poetic way, and yeah. I wanted to highlight this poetic mindset and to, you know, make it contrast to this really tough and absurd production world.
No, it is connected. I mean, Oscar's character is meant to be an otaku, like he really likes anime, and sort of lives in this fantasy world. But like I thought quickly, like few references, but you have like Serial Experiments Lane, which is this anime about the girl who ends up alone, only connected to her computer, and like Oscar's is in his become crazy because they love her. So also, yeah, every little detail in Oscar's room is sort of thinking of this personality of the character that, I mean, yeah, he's enclosed in this fantasy world of those animes, definitely. And actually the actor was, as a coincidence, a big fan of anime and manga, and he was so happy that everybody, yeah, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, they are connected, definitely.
Ecco sì, sicuramente